Marijuana isn't just a way to blow off some steam. There are many benefits from this. Today, I'll be talking to you about why we should legalize marijuana fully and how it can benefit our economy. So, the United States really should legalize marijuana. One quick fact about me is that my oldest brother owns his own marijuana farm. He went to college for it, or not college, but whatever studying they give for that. So that's where I get my information really from. The use of medical and recreational use of marijuana has so many different benefits to our country. So my 3 points that I will talk to you about today are: my first point, marijuana needs to be legalized fully. My second point, there's a vast medical benefits that come from marijuana. And my third point, the United States should tax. The United States can tax marijuana. So, my first point, marijuana needs to be legalized fully. There are many benefits to making it legal. One benefit that would help all of us learn more about it is that it's limited to a certain country or certain states because they have made it illegal to do a lot of things with it. You can't do your studying because it's a Schedule 1 drug. So what we know about it's very limited. However, in those 30 states out there that are legalized, they are learning more about the medical properties of it. So in one situation, one medical benefit is with seizures. They'll calm our seizures down, and they're working on controlling it. So there's a vast. My second point, there is a vast benefit that comes from CBD. So the medical helpfulness of CBD. Studies show that CBD can control and help lessen the effects of seizures. One situation of this being was with a little girl. So this little girl was born and she had a lot of seizures. She had over hundreds and hundreds of seizures a day, to the point where it was just destroying her that way, and she was on a quick train of dying. The doctors even warned the parents that they needed to start planning for what's going to happen, how to take care of it. But the parents didn't give up. They did research, they kept going, and they found out people with similar situations finding help and getting the help that they needed through these CBD oils. Now they give their daughter CBD oils, and they help treat her with all that stuff all the time. And 2 years later, or a few years later, that daughter was alive. She was kicking. She was acting like a normal girl with only minimum defects or stunted growth maturity wise. She was alive though and well. And that's just some of the benefits of it. Now, the recreational use can be used for medicating of depression and anxiety. So, short-term treatment for depression and anxiety could be the use of marijuana. However, it does show that overuse of it while in that state of depression and anxiety can make your body want and depend on it more than it needs to. So that is what can happen from all that. Another thing that can help from marijuana is that it can increase your sleep, it can help you calm, and it can help with all sorts of things like that. It's even prescribed to people who have trouble eating because it will help them all become better at eating. So that was my second point. This leads me to my third point. The United States can tax marijuana. So it's shown in all of the states that are doing it. They're showing a very clear profit that is being made from all this. Now that's just showing that we're kind of sitting on a gold mine here. So by allowing it, legalizing everywhere, this gives us a whole new flow of money. And there's always going to be that risk. There are arguments of saying like DUIs are going to go through the roof and all that stuff, but we can't get anywhere without risks. And I know that those don't really seem like they outweigh each other, but think of the benefits that we can do. We can do vast research through the full research of our country, through the medical properties of this, so we could find things how we can combine it with other things to help us better and to help better our area. And one of the obvious ways is we can tax so much out of it that we can start paying off our debt. We can start taking away our debt, or we can start paying the money to our high schools to give them better equipment and better educations than what they have right now. I come from a small high school, so I know firsthand that a lot of high schools around the country are not given the proper equipment that they need, not given the proper books they need, not even given the proper lunches and food that they need. So through this, we can end up giving them more than they deserve to have. So that was my third and final speech. So in conclusion, I talked about the benefits of marijuana. I talked about why marijuana should be legalized. My second point, I talked about how the medical properties of marijuana, and my third point, I talked about how you can tax marijuana. So, to end it all off, I hope that you learned from my speech the properties and the benefits of this and why it needs to be taken into action. And I hope that if it come be, maybe I change your vote for a future law in the future. Hopefully. Thank you.